Well, good evening, everybody. Rick here, and I got me a tent. Yep, that's right. I've been wanting a tent probably for the last couple years, and what drove me to want one is watching YouTube videos of Joe and Zach Survival and Jay Legree. Most of you, I know a lot of my subscribers are also subscribed to Joe and Zach Survival, and you see his videos on the tent. Yeah, his is permanently set up. It's got a lot of got a extra tarp over top of it, some plywood and plywood floor and plywood walls and all that, insulated, but it's still a tent. And Jay Legree, he's a little bit more hardcore. He likes the RBTs, the Russian bear tents, and that young man, he camps with them up there in the Northwest Territories of Canada, way up there, way above the other provinces. And he loves camping out in minus 32 degree weather and all that, and he's got his wood stove and all that. And yeah, it's nice camping in a modern travel trailer and all that. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. When I'm down at the deer camp for 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row, it's nice to have it, to be able to walk into a warm shelter all the time without having to build a fire. But I've also got the urge to do it the old school way. So what you're seeing here is I got a tarp down. They recommend putting a tarp on the ground. I wanted a heavier one, a 10 mil, but Walmart only had a 5 mil, and the one they had was 12 by 24. This tent I got is a Kodiak 6171. It's a 12 by 12 cabin lodge, and I figure if I take a 12 by 24 tent that's 5 mil and double it over, it'll be sitting on double-sided tarp there, and that'll make it about 10 mil, 10.2 mil. So should be good enough for the bottom on it, help protect the flooring and all that. So what I'm going to do now is well, let me show you what I got laid out here too. I got the poles all laid out. The poles themselves weigh about 39 pounds, so this thing's going to be a bear setting up. And of course I'm going to try to do it by myself. Got my ridge poles or end poles here, the ones that are crooked. That next one over there is a center pole that you don't necessarily have to use, but you should use in high wind or snow conditions. The next long one is the center pole, the ridge pole, and then these two here are side poles. And the next 4 over are for the front. I got all my guy ropes laid out. Those are for the sides and the front, and then these 2 colored ones are for the center. So what I got to do next is I got to lay the tent center of the tarp, and I'm going to have it to where the door is facing toward the house over here. But this is about the flattest piece of ground I got on the property, and it's going to be backdoor camping tonight. So let me go on and get my camera set up here, and then I'll go on and film it from here.
You want me to film you doing this? You're already filming. Have you found you a stove yet?
I know what I'm going to get. I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet.
And you don't want any help putting it up?
No, I'm going to try to do it myself. Trick is worth the fun. I think I laid it out right. I think the front's out here, which is where I want it.
Wherever the hole is for the stovepipe, that's the front. You sleeping out here tonight?
Yep. I got it opposite of the way I want it, which is normal for me.
Well, I can help you turn it. That's all I'm doing. You haven't let the dogs out?
I've already fed them and put them back up so they won't bark all night. Okay, I got it turned around with a little bit of help there from the wife, and now I'm going to stake in the four corners. Okay, I got my 4 corners in. Tent square. It's tight, but not too tight. And then I want to go in and put in my side tent stakes.
I heard the mower going a minute ago.
These are some pretty heavy-duty stakes. I think they said they're about 3/8 of an inch. They're pretty solid stakes. Some good stakes.
Here comes Will. What you doing?
Delivering. I'm now U.S. Postal Service.
Well, you just need a sign on your back
It's my
tire.
extra carrier here. He bought it, did he?
Thank you. He did. Hey, Miss Barbie.
Is that where we're putting it up?
Oh,
Yeah, that's where I'm putting it up today.
have your seat. What
Too
y'all
much
out
like
doing?
work.
Not a whole bunch. Just went out to the Legion for a little bit, saw some friends, and he just got stuff done to his eye. And
Yeah, he's a really good friend of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that goes camping all the time. Goes across the states. He's got a 5th wheel and a Dodge he pulls it with. And
Yeah.
his eye was bothering him. So we went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "There's nothing wrong with your eye, so let me send you for a CAT scan." Got a CAT scan, and he had something on the orbital bone. So went in there, and they thought it might be cancerous, so they gone in and cut into his orbital bone and took a biopsy, got that sent in, and now they got him going to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, New York
Yeah.
to look at it. So they're leaving tomorrow, I think. To go
so you're giving
get
up
that.
on your camper, and you're going to do pup or tent?
That's his tent. I'm in the camper. He can sleep out here all he wants to, but
Oh.
no, I ain't never sleeping in that someday.
I'll tell you what, that thing will keep all the wind out.
He said, Will never camping here with me. Will's a camper dude now.
I don't care about staying in the tent. I mean, if you don't take the camper down there and I'm going deer hunting, I guess I know
I
where I'm
guess you're
staying in the friggin' tent, huh? Will don't have an option.
He's gonna buy a stove for it, and he's
You don't need to down there. All you gotta do is put that same electric heater, put it in there, it'll heat that whole friggin' tent.
yeah.
The only thing you
too
don't
much
have
like
is running
freaking
water in the bathroom.
I talked him out of it. I talked him out of it twice,
Yeah.
and then he went ahead and bought it one without me knowing it this last time. I was like, all right, good for you, buddy. Yeah, he works too hard not to have what he wants.
Well, he's gonna figure out how to put it up today. I can see that right now.
Oh, he's doing it by himself and wants no help, because if it goes down, if he goes somewhere without me, he's got to learn how to do it.
Well, it'll be a little bit of a pain by yourself, but it's obviously it can be done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made.
It probably says on there one person can put it
Right,
together.
right. Yeah, I don't know.
But only if the wife does not sit back here and read the instructions.
Right.
Then you
Oh,
can get it done.
No.
He might as well
does-
say I'm not here
Does
because
he do the same thing? He don't read the instructions?
Actually, this is the 12 by 12.
And then
I
he'll
think
say,
they do
"Well,
recommend
I
it,
can't figure out why this bolt don't
shit.
fit in this hole.
but I know how to.
and then you go, here you go,
how to
check
do
it out and see.
A lot of friggin' parts. Oh my
These
God.
guys, I swear.
They're the same.
Oh Lord, have
He
mercy.
ain't
Now,
no
where would
different.
you put this up at the deer camp?
Well,
Step one, stake the tent.
without doing
Well,
a
step
lot
one,
of
we're
work,
doing all right.
That's all right.
on top of the hill or
Yeah.
out in that pasture somewhere, but out in that pasture I don't have no electricity.
Yeah.
on top of the hill up by the
You can always
Got
take
a
it off the
freaking
house.
stove
cabin,
flat.
I can take it off the house.
Oh, you can put a wood burning stove in there.
Yeah.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah.
He's uptown.
Oh,
If I were to do it down at the bottom,
stove and stove
afraid I'd have
pipes
to clear
sold
some,
separately.
clear some.
That'll be the next one.
Yeah.
Lord help us. God, I can't believe Hunter's graduating.
I know it.
Jesus.
Jay wouldn't have
I
no
know.
problems with whatever you're doing. I'm
No.
sure of that.
I know you know. Yeah.
God, I still remember when he was born.
God.
He was just a little runt. I called him a runt because he's only 4 pounds.
Look at him now.
Yeah, no
He's
shit, huh?
taller than everybody.
Damn, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it from Cody or Chip.
Right?
Thomas.
They're short shits.
My mom
God, he's a big kid.
My mom
I
had
know.
all her.
Did
Not
you get
yet.
it from
Oh,
Chip's
he's
side
big.
of the family or?
No, my mom's on my mom's side of the family.
They're runts.
Her brothers, or not brothers, but aunts and uncles were really tall,
Mm. Okay.
or the relatives anyway.
Ricky was always so mad because he was short. He was hoping he'd get my mom's height because my mom was 5'10",
Yeah.
and no, short shit.
How tall is it?
12, but
7'1" in the middle.
Yeah.
And as high as them shoulder poles over there on the side. They have
Yeah,
a
the ones
Kodiak
behind
Tent
us is
Set
in
Up
in that Grim Reaper's club.
probably bigger than that.
Yeah. I haven't had any trouble out of them. I mean, they have parties a lot. but-
Yeah.
And you can see it. Then motorcycles will drive by and you see them wearing the colors. And,
Yeah.
But I figured if I was gonna spend the money, I might as well
Is there
go
a
with
trailer
it.
back there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is it a housing area?
Now you
I've
gotta
never
buy
been
a
back
lot,
there.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, when we first moved in, it was all pasture. And then it wasn't
I'd say the biggest, I
3 or
think
4
Kodiak
months after we
makes
moved in,
12
they
or
started
16.
Building?
carving out this road. And I was
Oh, wow, okay,
pissed. I was
yeah.
so pissed. Yeah,
Well, at least they still can't invade your privacy.
right. They're still far enough away from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried to sell a lot more lots back there, but they had trouble with sinkholes, so we wasn't able to sell as many lots as
Yeah.
we wanted to.
Yeah, I sure as hell wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
So how's your job? Will was telling me you
I
got
like it.
Do ya?
Yeah, I do. It just keeps me busy, which I like too. So
beat sitting at home. Huh?
yeah, it does. It does.
BJ's birthday today, Mark?
Is BJ what?
Is it his birthday today? I don't think so.
I don't have any idea. Is he having a party?
I think he's got something going on there, and Bill and Reed aren't home, so I figured they're over there, but I don't think it's his birthday.
He has people over every now and then.
Yeah. Have you been down fishing yet?
No.
No?
Did you go again?
No, we haven't gone again. It rained, and it was already pretty coffee looking, chocolate looking when we went last time, but I caught 6 fish in 30 minutes. I was done. Mark took another 15 and caught up with me, and she was done.
That's
Same
good.
spots?
In fact, she was down at the pump house to start with, and caught one there, and I was catching them so fast. I had to put one pole away because I couldn't catch them. I put a pole, they've gone between both poles, and I'm trying to bring them in.
Yeah.
So I put one pole away, and then she come down, and I'd caught my 6, so I said, well, you might as well come down here and finish up. Sure enough, boy, bing, bang, boom, she caught 4 more.
There you go.
And you were just to the right of the spillway?
No, I was all the way where we usually, right in front of the McCracken Springs where it comes in.
Oh, you were right in front of it?
Yep.
Not to the right of it?
Just a little bit to the right, where I usually sit.
Yeah, that's what I say, where you always sit.
That doesn't go anywhere on the outside either, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, right through the center, it's in there.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go on the outside, it's an inside sleeve.
Okay, so he's installed the ridge pole.
That's what's going
That's
on.
what he's doing. Will's helping.
Two brains. Two
Two
brains
bra-
better
No,
than
honey,
one.
they ain't got one between them. Stretch sleeve out so it's straight.
Gonna need those two little angle ones right there.
Alright, install the main upright. Yep, forgot to have them two angles. There you go.
Okay, the trick to this is I don't put it exactly where I want it to begin with, because I'm going to put one corner kind of out here and one corner over there so it don't fall over left or right. And then once I get the sides up, then I can readjust the center.
When is Honey's party?
I don't know. I gotta look. I'm not sure what day it is. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Need 4 of them?
Sealed it
Hold
up
like you
good,
got
didn't
right
you?
here. It's just attached. Oh, no, I see.
Yeah, I still remember when they were little and riding on the back of Papa's motorcycle.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
know. Tiny little shits. God. 2024. Oh, we'll be there for graduation because my boss's granddaughter's graduating too, and she made me say, I'll be there.
No, 70 county also.
Mm-hmm. I thought I'd have rain today, but it came out, babe. "26 years, Will. Do you think we'd ever make it?" Hell no.
Hell, I didn't think I'd be alive this long. Didn't think I'd be alive this long.
Good God, Will. You ain't that old.
I must sure feel old sometimes. Feel old watching these kids, grandkids graduate, I can tell you that.
Jeez. Oh. don't know how you'd be able to do this one person. This step requires at least 2 adults.
You say old adults or young adults?
It just
It
says
said
2
adults.
adults.
So it doesn't matter if you're young, old, or
Yeah,
otherwise.
or disabled. Yeah, like you two.
Mentally challenged.
Mentally challenged. Yes. Join the main upright pole. Connected to ridge poles. Okay. Feels pretty good out here today.
Mm-hmm.
It won't last.
It was kind of hot earlier.
Yeah.
And do you work in Radcliffe,
I work in Brandenburg.
Brandon?
Do you know where Meat Eye used to be? Up there by Cox's.
I know where Cox is. Yeah.
Okay. In that shopping area right there where Home Plate is, that
Mhm.
restaurant. We're at the very end next to Cox's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They get your roof completed? They were working on it the other day when I picked up the trailer. I noticed you put it out here so they wouldn't get me blocked in.
Yeah. Well, hell, I just now realized it's gone. Yeah, he. I've only got about half of the garage left to do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's not too bad.
no, it's not. Y'all got any camping trips coming up?
Canceled them all. I canceled both our Kendall trips. I canceled my one for 10 days in June in Townsend down there in Tennessee. Canceled it. It was $86 a night for 10 nights. $860 to go camping for 10 days.
Yeah.
I said that's a little bit more than really what I want to spend. So I canceled that out, but also we weren't going back out to Wyoming this year because we've already seen the kids shoot 2 years in a row out there.
Yeah.
They don't really need to see Papaw come out there again. But now Leanne qualified with her horses.
Oh.
So that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't taken a horse yet. So she kind of qualified backwards. She came in 5th in one event, 6th in another. They only take the top 4. Well, when you go up there, you get asked, are you going to go? And 2 of the people said, no, I'm not going to go out to Wyoming. So they get their belt buckle for the state, and the next person moves up.
Moves
so she
up.
moved up in barrel and poles, and she moved up in goat time. So now she's taking 2 horses, and I said, Barb, I would rather go out there for 10 days
Ooh,
and
side's
spend some
falling.
time with her and
Yeah.
watch her run than I would
Watching you
spend all
hunt or
that
shoot
money.
again.
Well, the people that we were going with were all bikers.
Oh, I
And
see.
that's fine. I'm not against bikers, you know that.
Right.
But they're all taking their bikes, so they're going to be riding all over with their bikes. And I'm going to be down there fishing, which I don't mind. But I said I'd rather go out there and watch fishing.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. I want this cup full of powder. out of it.
He's gonna fast forward through all of it because it'll be a 2-hour video if not. Oh, Lordy mercy. He just now posted his goose hunt.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
Yeah. Oh, oh mercy. He says he's sleeping here tonight, so
You what now?
he's sleeping in this tonight, he says.
I'll bet you he is. You'd be too friggin' tired to make it to the house. Once you set it up once or twice, it'll go a lot faster, and he won't be. Next time he sets it up, he won't be drilling his pegs into gravel.
Right.
Doesn't look like it's that hard to set up once you get that ridge pole in it.
We'll see. Probably. Oh. God, I've been lazy today. Need to get the lumber finished.
Oh my goodness.
I hear you.
Yeah. We've been gone since what, about 4:30?
Yeah.
We got our little man's Roscoe's in his pen in there. I'm sure he's woken up all the creatures in the forest. He loves his daddy. He does not like to be away from me.
Oh, he does. Oh, God. He is a daddy.
Squeals like a little bitch. I mean, it's terrible. A dog should not bark like that.
Oh, man.
Screeching like a hoot owl.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a wiener dog.
You got a wiener dog?
Yeah, I always carry it
my
around. I
Lord.
asked the ladies where I said, "You want to see my wiener?"
Oh, God. Of course you do.
I was at a horse show and I was talking to. I went up to Cindy, our Chip's mom, who was there.
Yeah.
I said, "Cindy, you want to see my wiener?" And there's a lady over there. She says, "You want to see mine?" I look over. She's got a wiener dog too.
That's a good one.
She said, "You want to see my wiener?" I was going, "Wait a minute.
Wait a minute now. Hey.
You're not one of these trans wieners, are you?"
Video.
We
Like I
need
said,
videos.
he'll fast forward it so much you can't even hear what we're saying. It'll be like little chipmunks. Yep.
Well, we got to go anyways. We'll stop over there and see Rita. Let them know where we left our card at. And then
I'll
we're,
just text her and let her
okay.
know.
And then we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the house and see my wiener.
Well, I'm glad you can still see it.
Yeah, well, I can as long as the furry one with 4 legs. Let me turn the Jeep around there.
Good Lord. But we'll tell you, I finally got a car.
Oh, did you?
I did. I got me a little Ford Fusion.
Oh, okay. That's a
Yeah, it's about time. That truck had been down for 3 or 4 years.
Uh-huh.
So I hadn't had a vehicle in that long. Too long. See you later.
Okay, I got all the sides and the corners done, and what you'll see down here at the end of each of these where a stake goes, there's a ring there with a little peg in it. That's where the pole goes in the center of it, and then you got to reinforce tabs up here at the top, and then the corners where your pole goes in, they just go in there, and then you slide your ropes up and tighten it up. What I didn't do on that very first one there, and the side one I had to pull it out some more, is you want your stakes out far enough to where when your rope loops back, it's not all the way up here. You got some play with adjusting it as you need. The corners go out at an angle, and the sides go straight out from the sides. So now we got to put the 2 poles in the front and the 2 poles in the back. We'll knock that out. This pole here was the one the wife said was too long. Is because I had it in the wrong spot. It's a front pole. Okay, now I'm gonna center this center stake. I just had it there so I can set it up by myself. Okay, all my sides are velcroed. The front here, these two on the front, well, I take that back. This one here does velcro, so I'll get that in a minute as soon as I put the camera down. But what you got here is you got some velcro here on the side, and you got a zipper across the top. This particular model of tent allows for an 8-foot by 8-foot awning, extension, whatever you want to call it, put on it. You just velcro it on the sides and zip it up at the top, and it's got a rain flap to cover where your zipper's at. The zippers on these are all heavy duty Y2K zippers, extremely good zippers. And this is your inside. So you got pouches on the side, two side windows here. Pouch, it looks like a pouch underneath each window. The windows do come down. They got the heavy duty Y2K zippers as well. It's a 4-season tent, so it's plenty of ventilation for summer, spring, fall. I got the rain canopy out. You can roll those up and they'll strap down. They got a little tie down buckles there for that. A lot of these wrinkles will come out of it as it sets for a little bit, but for a one-man setup, I don't think it's too bad. I'll do a walk around here. One thing that I'll make a note of is how far out my stakes go, so I can pre-stake them, not have to do it as I'm setting the tent up. You can see all of them back here. Again, these corner ones come out at an angle, the side ones come straight out. The back ones all come straight out. I don't know if you noticed, but the center pole ropes are multicolored. They got a white with a red and black striping in it. But all these come straight off the back. This is a corner, so it comes at an angle. And then you got your sides over here. What I did was I pre-tied all my knots so I didn't have to tie them as I was putting it up. And I need to untie these two knots and put the rain canopy on the correct way. Right now I just got it wrapped around the ropes and tied. But you have to slip it through an eyelet here, and then you can pull it down and adjust it, tighten it up that way. I don't expect any rain tonight, so it should be good. Here's your cover for your stove jack. It's a 5-inch opening, fireproof material and around it, and these all zip down when not in use, keep the rain off. And the only other thing left is the center pole, and I don't think I want to put it up tonight. So that's it. Kodiak 6171 12x12 cabin lodge, set up by an old man with a little help from the peanut gallery earlier. So I'll see you once I get the inside set up. Yes sir, we're camping tonight. Well, it's not totally set up, but I got my dog, I got my laptop, I got a bunk. So I'm good for tonight. First night sleeping in the Kodiak 12x12 cabin lodge. Me and my dog. Yeah, he wants to jump up here in bed with me. We'll see y'all in the morning. Well, everything seems to be holding up. Floor's dry. No leaks in the tent. Seems to be doing pretty good. Good afternoon, everybody. Rick here. Just want to show you my new setup here. I got my Camp Chef Alpine circular stove in for my Kodiak tent, and this is a pretty good stove. It's highly got a lot of high reviews and good ratings. Here's some of the dimensions of it. Made out of 10 and 12 gauge steel. It's got a damper, we'll show that to you. A wire form for drying racks, adjustable legs in case you're on some uneven ground. All the parts stored easily inside the stove. I didn't show an unboxing of this, but it was all stored in there pretty neat. 10-foot chimney, and it 10-foot chimney with a 6-inch diameter taper, and it tapers down to 5-inch, which fits inside the stove. So it's easy to, I mean, the pipes are already put together, and I just put 2 together with the spark arresters so you can see what it looks like. And I got the damper in there too, so the damper goes in the first section. Probably what I'll do is, because I deal with it down at the barn and it's inside the building, I'll get some self-tapping screws, and I'll put about 3 in each one of these pipes. Probably do 3 sections of pipe, and then the other 2, or maybe these 2 and then the other 3, put them together to where I can set this up in inside the tent, and then go to the outside and then stick the other 3 on. But this is your damper. It comes with the first section. Simple setup. This is the damper's closed, which will give you more heat inside your stove. And then this is open, operates just like any other damper on a stovepipe, and that allows more air to flow through it and get a hotter heat faster. Big cooktop, man, I really like that. That'll hold any skillet I got. Some, they call them drying racks, but you know, you can set pans off to the side. On the inside, this thing is going to hold an 18-inch log pretty easy. And you got a little rack down here that just sets in there. That'll allow air to get up underneath your wood and all that. Pretty easy setup. Took me about 10-15 minutes to do this. Put the legs on it. The total weight of the stove and pipe all together is 73 pounds. So it's definitely a part of the Kodiak tent setup. It's going to be a truck setup. It's not something you're going to backpack in or anything like that by any means. But there you go. That's my setup. So what I'll have to do before I use it is actually I want to set it up out in the driveway, get a fire started in there, let a good hot fire burn for about 1 to 2 hours so it can burn off all that new smell and the black paint and the protectant, so that you don't have those fumes in the tent the very first time you start it up in there. So that's it. The Camp Chef Alpine Heavy Duty Cylinder Stove. I got this from Cabela's, and pretty quick. I ordered it last Thursday, and it's Monday, and it's already here. So ready for some cold weather to give this bad boy a try. Thanks for watching.